Hello, you lovely lot, and welcome back to the Pride FT. The FT stands for Football Thoughts, and I am joined today by my illustrious co-host, Bo. And today, of all days, what's happened today, Bo?
We've got a new kit. It's
We've got a new
officially
kit.
been announced. Now, obviously, we've known about this shirt for
A little
for
while.
ages. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
we all know the leaks have been out for ages. Chelsea have been very romantically, sexually teasing the kit to us over the course of a few days now,
Hey,
3 or 4 days. Um,
bombastic side eye there.
Bombastic side eye, and obviously, the first image we saw where they teased us with a Game Boy, didn't they? And
Yeah,
everyone thought, "Oh my god, Nintendo
the
sponsor." We'll,
bastards.
yeah, we'll talk about sponsorships and that in a bit, but we'll get to the main kit first. Anyway, it has now been announced. It's a Chelsea kit. It's
It's a
blue.
Chelsea kit, and I'll put it on screen now. It's blue. It's glorious.
Yeah,
It's nice. It is retro, but with a modern twist.
yeah, yeah,
It's got like the well, we thought it was at first. I thought it was iridescent
yeah,
logos,
yeah.
but it turns out they're gold.
They are
So
gold.
they're
They're like,
gold, but it's just like a very reflective,
yes.
like plasticky gold, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
like a
a
shiny gold almost.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like just a
weird.
very like it's
Um,
just been recently polished. It's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
dull.
yeah. So it's
Yeah,
like shining. So when they've done like the photo shoot, obviously it looks iridescent because you're getting all the lights are bouncing off of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
But no, it is gold, so it goes with the gold trim on the sleeves.
yeah.
I love this. What do you reckon?
I do too, actually. I'm a massive fan of 90s fashion anyway, and like retro style. And so often you hear of kits or just random bits of fashion. They say, it's a classic style with a modern twist, and it's like, yeah, well, that's something that everyone says, but on this occasion, they've really stuck to it.
Yeah,
The silhouette is there from the classic kit that they're taking inspiration from, which, by the way, is the 97-98 kit, which is a
yeah,
banger, the auto glass banger, without the collar.
absolute
So
banger.
we've got more of a modern collar. Obviously, the texture on the shirt is amazing, and as you
Really
said, the
nice.
lovely polished gold badge and Nike Tick is looking absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
And fortunately for us and for you especially, the white bits under there aren't
Yeah, it
ginormous.
isn't as massive as I thought it was going to be. I
Yeah,
thought it was going to be that huge rectangle, like off-putting,
yeah,
weird thing that separates the top from the back and the front, but it's not. Goes into a nice little V.
yeah,
It's very sharp, crisp. It's not just everywhere. I think the trim they've got that just right. Like there's not too much trim,
mm-hmm.
but it's just about like I love that little armband. Love
Yeah,
that
yeah,
little
yeah. That
armband
looks
on it
class.
with the triple layer that has. So it's
Yeah,
got the white with the blue and the gold, and
sick.
then with the collar, it's just plain, and I love that.
Yeah,
I think there's a little bit of white at the back.
yeah,
So there's a white coming across the back of sort of the shoulders. I love that, just a little detail to hint at the white on the other bits.
mm-hmm.
Obviously the names on the shirt are probably going to be white as well, so it'll
Yeah,
all fit in. It'll all look nice.
yeah,
Um, Worried about the sponsor and how that's going to look. I don't know if they're going to color it, whatever sponsor we get,
yeah,
to white or the gold. I
yeah.
think it'll probably look better with the white.
I agree.
Um, I'm not too sure if they go with that the same gold as the logos. It's going to look horrid.
Mm,
But if we get something, say for instance, Yokohama tires. Do you
mm.
remember when we had to have that little bit of red on there? It'll
Yeah,
ruin
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
ruin all
yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
Don't put
no,
no other colours. We need
for
a
sure, for
solid
sure.
white block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the training kit, which I think has also got the shiny
Oh, yeah,
badge and thing, they've got Trivago. Obviously, that is a sponsorship
yeah.
deal that we've got sorted, and that's in the gold. That doesn't look
That's
so
in the
bad,
gold.
but then
No.
again, it's a totally different design. Oh, by the way, the training kit looks lovely as well.
Oh, train kit
I
is.
before
Yeah.
we move on and talk more about the sponsorship situation, have you like the actual photo shoot yourself, the release, the
Mm,
PR stuff looks lovely. I mean, they've got a really fantastic cast of characters in there. I'm seeing Ben
yeah.
Chilwell, we've got Raheem Sterling, we've
Yeah.
got Sam Kerr, Kadisha Buchanan from the women's team, Reece James, obviously,
Yeah.
Enzo, and also
Enzo.
quite in a nice touch, and
I
Mudrick as
love
well.
this.
In a nice touch, they've also got Di Matteo, Roberto Di Matteo, and Dennis Wise in there as well,
Yeah.
who
I
obviously
think
were
that's
it's
amazing.
mint, it's class, isn't it? And they're obviously key members, key parts of that late 90s team,
Yeah.
that iconic Chelsea team that we had under Vialli, who unfortunately passed away not
Yeah.
long ago because of cancer. So
Rest in peace.
yeah, recipe, yeah, a true legend,
Absolute legend.
and this is in a in a nice way, it might harkens back to his successful reign as a
Yeah.
manager. But yeah, no, it's a really nice. This is one of the better. Certainly, when we've had Nike, this is certainly one of the better
Yeah.
ways that we've promoted a kit launch.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Do you remember the one with all the checkered like a couple years ago?
Yeah.
When we done that kit launch, it was terrible. It was
Yeah.
absolutely woeful.
Yeah,
But this is really
I don't
nice.
even remember it, so it shows it wasn't very
This is really
impactful.
nice. Obviously, it ties in with the game in there. The Nokia 3310 with the snake on it.
Yeah.
You know, making
It was good
there.
Oops.
So
yeah, there actually have been leaked images of the full cast of characters they had.
Yeah,
and it did include Aspi. It included Aspi and Kai. And I think there's someone else who's gone as well. I can't remember who that was, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, really, really nice. Like, it's good PR. It's very well shot. The sets they have are cool. And we love to see it. Now, obviously, elephant in the room we need to get to is there is no sponsorship on the shirt as it stands, which I think looks class. Because
I think it looks.
often
why can't we buy that?
I know, exactly.
I want a plain shirt. Just give me a plain shirt. I don't want no sponsors.
No, and everyone thought we were getting that. And a lot of people were excited on Twitter at the idea that they're going to drop the shirt on Monday. But that we know they haven't got a sponsorship sorted, so we might be able to get our hands on almost like limited edition plain shirts, which would look absolutely fantastic. Having said that, in the kind of in the area on the club page that talks about the launch, it says here from the club website, fans can purchase this season's new but classic look on early access from the 16th of August via the Megastore at Stamford Bridge, our official online store and Nike.com, so 3 places. The kit will be available via the wider marketplace from 23rd of August, so Sports Direct, JD Sports, and that kind of thing. Fans should be aware that the 23-24 home kit that features on pitch may subsequently feature a front of shirt partner, which obviously we are, as a club, we're hoping for because we need that cash. The club will communicate any changes to the kit in due course. Now, obviously, the important things to note here are the dates.
Yes.
So in our last podcast episode, we started to count down to our first game of the season, which is on the 13th of August, Sunday the 13th. Woo, can't wait. What this means is, and we remarked at that time that they need to release this and get it available ASAP
before the game.
If they're going to do the sponsorship thing, then, as I said, we've got one more payday, end of July, before the season starts, and people are going to want to buy their kits. But it turns out that actually we won't be able to buy the kits until the season's already begun. And that's obviously due to the sponsorship delay, which means they might be thinking, well, we'll have this knocked on the top of the head by the time we get here, so we'll have sponsorship sorted. And we may never see this kind of like first run of like blank shirts, as it were. Which is a bit of a shame.
I don't think it'll be a blank shirt. I don't think they'll ever do that, because that is part of the sponsorship. So you can't just do your initial sale without the sponsorship on there, because that's millions of pounds in sponsorship potential gone. Now, talking about potential sponsorships, obviously we had a few lined up, to be honest. We had a Paramount Plus sponsorship lined up, but the Premier League denied it due to concerns about upsetting current TV rights holders, which is a load of bollocks. And then we had also stake.com lined up as well, but we're not gamblers, and we've never been sponsored by a gambling website that we researched in our previous podcast. So and the community on the board just said no. We had a good percentage of votes, like 80-odd% people didn't want it.
It was unanimous from the Chelsea Supporter Trust. So
we didn't want that. So I'm glad. I don't want to be sponsored by Stake and look like Everton. I'm glad with that. And then the other one was it Omen Air or whatever it was? They're our travel sponsor now. And not the front of shirt. So I don't know what was going on there, but obviously they've sponsored us, so thank you for that, I guess. But I mean, Paramount Plus wouldn't have actually looked too bad, to be quite honest with you.
Probably not. It depends how big the mountain logo they had on the front would have been.
I don't think they would have had it. I think they would have had
gone for
just the Paramount with maybe just a few of them stars, stars that go over.
Oh, they do have the stars.
And maybe the mountain had a little peak of the mountain, and then obviously the plus sign as well. I reckon that would have looked all right, but Premier League with the TV rights, hopefully then TV rights get banished next year, so we can actually have Saturday football would be nice. But no sponsor. I don't know who's going to sponsor us. there isn't even like leaks of who could, because
No.
well, I've seen somewhere, in the universe, that we are with a sponsorship agency called
Yes.
CAA,
Yes.
and they are going out to potential people, and they've got like a few lined up. It's
Yeah.
like, why do we need an agency, bruv?
I know.
Like, we are Chelsea,
Surely we've got a commercial team that sorts that kind of stuff out.
innit?
I
Yeah,
mean, we
yeah,
never failed to get a sponsorship in the past. Yeah, I mean, there's been some talk around it, some discourse that this is actually quite embarrassing to have this situation. Because it is literally showing it's a failure of the club to get a sponsorship sorted for a key part of the season.
Yeah.
And surely it can't be a hard sell to find somebody who can put up the cash to, on a team like ours who is being broadcast on, in every country who watches
Massive.
football around the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of a mad situation, and
Four
considering
of our first games are get four. Four of
Yeah.
our first games are getting broadcast. So it's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
go on. Sorry.
So no, that's okay. No, so yeah, it is a bit cringe that like they, it, because and it wouldn't have been, but the fact is when they came in, they had it. They gave it the big uns, and we're talking about how the club wasn't run particularly successfully in terms of commercial and like outside partnerships.
And
they
they're
said
like, oh
that
yeah,
specifically.
we'll
sort that out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the first time it comes to actually getting the main sponsor sorted,
Dumb
they
fuck
fluffed
all.
it. So yeah. Anyway, so it is a bit embarrassing. It shouldn't happen. Unfortunately, we're not going to benefit by having lovely clean shirts to buy.
Now, the question is, Bo,
Yeah.
and to the viewers, please comment down below. What sponsor would you like to see?
Oh, what, like in an ideal situation?
Ideal situation. What color scheme would fit it?
Well,
or
definitely.
If you
Oh,
I saw the
yeah.
Nintendo mock-up, and I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a little Nintendo sponsor.
Yeah,
That
no,
look
that
quality.
does look.
And
does look
imagine
good, doesn't it?
all the like the adverts that they could do with the Nintendo sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Like how much stuff does Nintendo own? Like we could have
So many
Chelsea
IP.
Mario and everything. Like it's mad.
It'd be so sick. It'd be so like
So good.
exclusive skins in Mario Super Strikers.
Yeah.
And it's a Chelsea skin. That'd be
We
so
could have a
sick.
Chelsea Pokemon and all sorts, bruv. It's
Yeah.
mad.
Oh, that'd be good. Chelsea Mon. I'm trying to think.
Oh yes.
I'm trying to think who we could have. I mean, there are literally like thousands of options. I mean,
Yeah.
if I were to really, it would have to be
Whose
someone.
logo would you like?
I guess it's hard to say. I mean, there are so many good options, I'm sure, and I can't
Maybe a
think of one, really.
car logo.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. Funny enough, well, the first thing that came to mind was Samsung, because run it back in it.
Yeah.
Because that was so elite. And that logo is just so nice.
It's so clean.
And then I thought that maybe a car manufacturer. So I thought, well, I like the way that Jeep looks on the Juventus shirts. I always think that looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, basically, my kind of criteria is I'd prefer to not see a logo, and I would just like a nice bit, as you said, horizontal in white, very simple font lettering. That's all I'm after.
Like Samsung, basically.
Like Samsung, that would be the ideal.
I wouldn't even mind Kia. Do you know, like their new logo?
Yeah.
Where it's just the KIA, but the A without the cross in it.
Yeah.
It looks clean. It's just nice, clean. It's done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that with my Kia. Or like I don't know, but many comments like, I mean, imagine getting sponsored like McLaren or something. It'd be sick.
That'd be so cool, wouldn't it?
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I mean, tell us what sponsors you'd like down below.
Audi. Oh my god, Audi would look so
would
good.
Look sick. Audi would look clean. That look clean, or Ford, because they're blue.
Yeah. So many options, but we'll see. We'll see
what happens. But that is the kit. Looks amazing. I will be copping one with an Enzo and number 5 on the back.
Ooh.
You're going to get a classic Kante one.
I don't know though. I might get a James. I might get a Reece James.
Ooh, okay,
I might get a Reece James. I might have to go into classic football shirts and get an old Kante kit.
Yeah, you might have to.
Well, the thing is, I've got a 2016-17 kit from when we won the league with nothing on it. So maybe I'll see if I can get that printed with Kante on it.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Please comment down below what you think of the kit, what sponsors you'd like to see, and we'll be back with another podcast this week with all the Chelsea transfer news and everything going on around the club, good, bad, the ugly, all that stuff. So I've been Clark. This is my illustrious co-host Bo, and as always, Up the
Up the
Chelsea.
Chelsea.